welcome back, guys. We are back with another episode tonight of our YouTube sensation, the show that you can't live without now that you're watching it. I am joined tonight with my buddy, my partner in crime, my best buddy, Jonathan Wanglin, and we are here, Johnny Podcasting, and I, the real deal heel, Richie Reardon. We are here to show you our wrestling figure collections and let you guys see the treasures that we got. And I just want to introduce you to John. John, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing fantastic, my friends. Good to be here chatting with my best buddy Richie and talking about things we like. And can't complain, man. Life is good. Prayers go out to all the people out in Iraq and Iran. We were talking a little bit about it off air. The attacks going on out there. So pray for peace, man. That's all I say. I know we're talking figs here, but it's a disturbing thing to see, and I hope they can all come to a compromise together and not do
Yeah.
this stupid shit. It's ridiculous. People should be doing what we're doing right now, having fun, being passionate about things, not having to worry about getting whacked and killed and tortured or whatever. But I don't know. That's a good thought because we're here having fun, man. This is the life I wish for everybody to be able to do something they're passionate about. So
Yeah.
we've been having a blast doing it. We're going to keep having it, man. But we got some fun
Well
today.
said.
Yep.
Yeah, well said, man. I can't agree with you more. It's definitely a beautiful thing that here in America we can sit back and do the things that we get to appreciate and enjoy, and you can only hope that for the rest of the world. But
Yeah.
we're here to have some fun and be positive tonight. That's why we're
hmm
here to give you guys this episode and hopefully bring some cheer to you guys out there as well. And we're definitely gonna crack into some great figures and have some fun tonight. So.
You got it, brother.
Without further ado, man, let's get to our first segment here. What do you got for everybody tonight, John?
All right, man. So I got a simple one, but it's a good one here. And I just fell in love with it when I saw it. And it's partly because it's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And the second is they make the best figures with these people. Just an awesome line out there with Ringside Collectibles. And this one just was no no flaws in this one to me. There's nothing I could pick on anything negative about in this one. They did just such a bang up job, man. And it's the one and only Sting, and it's his one from the Elite Collection. This is Series 62.
Oh, that is a beaut.
Yes, sir, it is, man. And this one with Sting goes back to this awesome outfit. This was a Great American Bash one, I believe, for his outfit that summer. Yep, he's got the patriotic face paint on there, which was a Great American Bash, and I think that was from his one of his title wins out there. But on this collection, you can see this one once again. It's all plastic in there, like we were talking about last week with the coats. Would have been way better with the cloth, but it's still cool nonetheless. I love the colors on it. What do you think about the colors on this one?
Oh, they're great, man. This is a figure that you actually picked up for me as a gift and sent it to
hmm
me, and I appreciate that, man. Because for a while I was looking at getting it, but there were so many figures that were before that on my list, and you were a nice enough friend to pick that up and send it to me, man. So I appreciate that. But it's definitely a great figure, man. The colors, green and black. I mean, that's just iconic Sting right there, the Surfer. So love the ring jacket, but could have been cloth. Would have probably set it off a lot better. But nonetheless, man, this is such an iconic figure and a great representation of that time period.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And it's on the back there. You'll see the typical from Elite here. It gives a little brief rundown of him. And, this collection, they had a pretty good collection in this one right here in this series. They had Braun Strowman, they had Sting, they had the two AOP members, Razor and Akam, and then they had Dude Love and Roman Reigns. I own this whole set, actually, I think, except for yeah, I own everyone here except for the AOP. I don't own those figures yet. Maybe I'll pick
Same
those up
here.
soon. Yeah,
Yeah, I
everyone.
got a signed Dude Love actually, and the problem with that Dude Love, for anybody who has that, they'll probably agree. It's actually got a tribal fucking design on the shirt versus a tie-dye theme there. So,
You're right.
yeah, I didn't really dig that at all.
Huh. Dude, I just noticed that. I have two Dude Loves accidentally. One I bought in a larger order that just came with it. So if anybody's looking for a
Nice.
Dude Love, man, hit us up. rcpodnetwork.com. I'll hook you up with a sweet deal. I got an extra one. It's on the website, I think, anyways. But flawless condition. If you want one, hit us up on that one, man. This was a great line, though. But really, what has Ringside done that we haven't put over? Because it's such a good product, man, that they have. I love their stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think it gets any better than that. The Elite Series is just hands down Mattel's making the best figures, no doubt about it. I mean, they definitely beat out classic superstars. You know, as we said before, that's one of our favorite lines too. But Mattel could definitely learn some things from it if they would take their figures and tweak it just a little. Maybe do the cloth material. I think that would separate them from the rest. So
Yeah, I like to see that too, man. It would just pop that figure weight differently. But when you look at it closely, it's hard to tell, or unless you look at it right up on it. It's one of the figures that, like Finn's character in here too, I say that with the Jack the Ripper one, you don't notice it's plastic until you look really closely at it. If you were to step about 5 feet back and you were and not if you didn't know anything about it, you would think it's a cloth one. So that's how good their color schemes are in their various figures that they do, because they can make it look really realistic, but it would just look 10 times cooler if it had the actual cloth, though.
yeah, like that William Regal that's behind you there, that
Yep,
WCW Elite. If that cape that he wore and came out with, that getup that William Regal came out with, man, if that was cloth in that figure, good God, that would. I mean, that's already a great figure, but that would have just
it
set it
is.
off nicely. So
Yeah,
those are
it
just a
will. I'm
few
actually gonna
instances.
I'm gonna rock that one out in a WCW episode, bring it out a little bit more for somebody later on. That's a great, perfect, and way to look at it there for what they could do. That made
Yeah.
the figure his outfit and how they did it with the cloth, and they made it real. To me, that's one of the
Hmm.
things that made that figure. It was a great one, anyways, but it just it's a way different thing. So I don't know. Maybe we're being nitpicky, but it's just personal likes with people. I like as realistic as possible.
Yeah. Well, and that's easily one of the best Regals that has come out to date. I mean, that's definitely a great representation of him. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, man.
What you got, buddy?
So I actually have a couple of figures here. We'll go ahead and go over the first one, but this particular company, I would definitely say is a runner-up when it comes to realism and looking really good. You know, these figures, if you don't get your hands on them quick, they go for a fortune. So, you know, this particular individual has had quite a few of them come out from this company. And of course, you got the New Japan figures that are coming out from this company, Storm Collectibles. And so I'll go ahead and show you the first one here. This is also a ringside exclusive, and it's a limited edition. I believe only 3,000 of each version of this
Hmm.
figure came out. Uh, and you can go ahead and go over to Ringside Collectibles and still pick this up. I believe there's still a
Oh
few
yeah,
left.
I know this one.
This is yeah, this is actually the
Oh, I
Hulkster.
love it.
Yep, the I got the red and white version just because it was different than the other ones. I had never seen one like this before, so I had to pick it up. The best thing about this figure, in my opinion, is I always wanted a Hulkster with his cross that he always came out with,
Okay.
and this one you actually get that on his necklace there. Of course, you know this is the iconic white attire that he used to wear with the
Yep.
Hulkster headband, and then you get the red and yellow iconic Hulkamania shirt. Um, this one came with a few head swaps and a few hand swaps as well, which, you know, that's always a good thing for taking pictures and stuff like that if you're into figure photography. And it came with a pretty cool Hulk Hogan stand at the bottom here as well. So I thought that was a pretty cool extra that you got with that figure. But you flip it over to the back and you see a few poses of that particular figure there, and just an
Very
iconic
realistic.
yeah, just an iconic look at him, man. And you know, I'm into a lot of the limited edition stuff, so the fact that they only made 3,000 of these, that's always a great selling point because not a lot of people get their hands on it, so it makes it stand out in your collection. But nonetheless, man, Storm Collectibles knocking it out of the park, and Ringside exclusive, their collaboration with them, just a great figure that they put out there.
Behind that, is there a clear back behind the Hulkster figure in there so you can see through?
No, are you talking about in the back of the box?
Yeah.
No, it's just
Nope. Okay. Because he
nope.
has a great figure very similar to that, where you it's like clear see-through on the back. It's really cool.
I believe that was his Storm Collectibles that came out a while ago.
Yep.
Yeah, those are some great figures. So,
I love this one. I love that one though, man. And they can get a pretty penny, man. I almost won a bid on it about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Um, yeah, and I, why do we have to work? Because I got stuck up at work and I could have got it for a really cheap price, but I couldn't get out of my meeting and I couldn't bring my phone out. So I was like, why do we got to work? I just lost out on an amazing fucking deal because they go for some
yeah,
good money for those ones, man. People love those. And then with the only 3,000 made, it makes it even more pricey.
yeah, of course. And you know, of course, the other attires that they had available in this series here, They had the white and red that I have here. Of course, they had the American-made one, which everybody knows. You know, Mattel Elite. They came out with an American-made one. It's one of the hottest selling figures of all time. And they have the iconic red and yellow edition as well. That's the cheaper one of the bunch. If you head over to Ringside, I believe you can pick one up for about 38 bucks. The rest of them are about 45, I believe, after
Mm-hmm.
everything. So.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely, man. You got another good one tonight too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and continue with the Hulk Hogan theme here, and it's another Storm Collectibles. It's an exclusive, but it's not as limited edition as the other one was. But good God, man, you talk about Hulkster in the NWO white and black there, and who can forget this attire? Uh, that's just one of the best Hulk Hogan figures of all time, in my opinion. Hollywood
Slide that back
Hogan,
just a little bit. Let me see.
yeah.
Man, that's a nice one right there.
Yep,
Woo.
definitely. Just an iconic figure. You know, you get the red and white boa with it, that he came out in, and you got the weight belt. Just a beautiful figure, man. It comes with the cross as well. The Hollywood headband. I mean, this what can I say about this figure that you just can't see as it is, man? It's just a beautiful figure. I love the red and white box, to match the red and white boa that he comes with. It's just perfect, man. So, ringside exclusive, always knocking it out of the park and doing a great job on these Hulk Hogan figures. I hope to God they keep pumping these out. In this particular series, there's another NWO white and black version, and of course you can get the red and yellow and the yellow and red edition as well, which is more of like a 2003 Hulk Hogan. And I'm definitely thinking about picking one of those up as well. So just a great addition to the collection, man. I can't say enough about these. If you're a Hulk Hogan fan, you need to go out and pick these up before they're gone.
Now with the Storm Collectibles, did they produce a lot? I haven't seen a ton of their stuff.
So Storm Collectibles, they do produce a lot of different toys. Not so much wrestling, but they are starting to get into the wrestling figure world there. Of course, they just came out with the New Japan ones. They got a whole series one coming.
Those are
They are
nice.
talking they are talking about doing multiple series for that. And they've done these Hulk Hogan releases the past couple years here, so hopefully they keep on with it.
Did you see the 3 pack? I think they call it like the 3 phases of Hogan that's out there. It's something similar to that they have where they did that box. I think it's pretty cool, man. But
Yeah.
not worth the price they charge for it because it goes pretty high. Hogan's got some great figures, man, that they made, and there's so many different versions of them that makes it even cooler for Hulk there to get his stuff.
Yeah, this is one I wish I would have had when I was a kid, man, because it's so articulated and just the iconic attire that they chose. I mean, they never came out with this particular attire, and I just wish they would have back in the day. They even have his iconic wrestling boots that he had with his face on it and the blue flames
Yeah,
and everything.
that's
Just a
cool.
fucking yeah, just a standout figure on its own here.
God, I love that. Man, it makes me miss like the olden days with the Hollywood Hogans and the NWO, man. God, brings you
Yep.
brings you back in time a little bit when you look at these. That's what I love about collecting the figures and just collecting in general. Is like you get a free ticket back to go back to the glory days and certain things in your life that you loved and were passionate about. And that's one of the fun things that a lot of people don't understand about collecting. So that's just to me. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's like a time capsule. You look at a figure in a particular attire, and it reminds you of an episode. Wherever you were at the time watching it. I know when I look at the defining moments, Triple H one, where he came back for New Year's, and from his leg injury and stuff. And me and my dad, we were watching that night, and that's something that always brings me comfort when I see that figure. So
Absolutely.
I think of my dad, and my time with him, and watching Raw, man. So.
Cool
That's what
stuff.
figures do, man. It's a great thing.
Hey, cool stuff, man. I love it. Another great episode. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And we tried to do some themes there for some cool stuff and just have fun with it for everybody. But if you got suggestions, things you want to see, things you want us to chat about, segments you want us to look into, just let us know, man. Richie's easy to reach, just like I am. He's at III_Reardon, REARDON on Twitter. And the DMs are always open there. And same for me at WWR Podcast on Twitter. And then you can email us as well or go to the website, rcpodnetwork.com for the website. And then my email is wwrpodcast.com at gmail.com. Richie's is rickybobby112 at gmail.com. So we'd love to hear from you if you got anything, or leave a comment in this, and we'd be very happy to hear from you if you got some things you want to see, hear, whatever.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know we are doing the giveaways when we hit our marks that we set for ourselves as personal goals here. If everybody could give us a hand and help us out and get the word out for the show, tell your friends,
Hmm.
tell your family. It'll benefit you in a great way because at the 500th subscriber, we are going to go ahead and put everybody in a drawing at that point, and you will have an opportunity to win an autograph figure. This superstar has been in the WWE as well as TNA, and so it's a great opportunity there. And of course, John has some different things he's going to put in for our 1,000th subscriber as well. So we'll have a nice raffle there. Just wanted to go ahead and tease something real quick for our next Fig Life episode. We will be going into what we're actually looking at buying, and something I scored for a heck of a deal today. It just got a release for a Target exclusive for the Royal Rumble coming up. So it's Royal Rumble season, and these elites, I didn't even know they were coming out. So definitely scored one of those, and we'll be sharing that with you in the next episode. So
Yeah, it'll be a fun one, and I'm telling you, if you haven't seen this figures yet, that Richie's going to talk about on there. If you haven't seen them yet, you definitely want to check out what they look like. They're in very high demand right now, and literally they did another bang up job on this line, man. It's fucking tremendous. So I'm looking forward to seeing it too, man, because I'm going to be picking myself up one here in the next couple weeks as well. You can't beat them, man. It's
really
it's
can't.
a great price there. So. But hey, folks, just like Tony Schiavone always says on Nitro, I always like to end it with this. We are out of time for tonight, but have no fear. We'll be back again either tomorrow or the next day with a brand new episode of Fig Life. And just remember, folks, it's cool to be in the Fig World Order. And when you're with us, man, you are with the Fig World Order for life.